snapped that I was gonna do a get ready with me. So that's what I'm doing. Because of time, I went ahead and did like most of my eyebrows off camera because that would have been like 15 minutes because I can't talk while I do my eyebrows. So right now I just have some concealer. I haven't blended it out, so don't come for me. Do not come for me. And I'm just kind of, I don't really use a lot of product on the top. I just use a little bit. Okay. Like, I cannot talk while I do my eyebrows, so that's why I did most of it off camera. And even this part, I'm probably gonna have to like speed up because, okay. So I got my eyebrows on. Now I'm about to take this brush and blend it out. Alright, so this is supposed to be a chit chat, get ready with me. This isn't really supposed to be a tutorial, but I wanted to do something makeup related because I have a tutorial that honestly I feel like it's trash. I'm sorry, I really feel like it's trash. And that's just me being honest. And I don't want to put out anything that isn't like up to par, especially something like a tutorial. Because I feel like everybody, you know, thinks that they can do makeup. So if I put out a trash ass tutorial, like, it's going to be like I played myself, you know? And I'll never play myself. Don't ever play yourself. I don't know why I tried to do a chit chat. Like, my mind be in 10 different places at once. When I watch this and I edit it, it's going to be so funny. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to talk about like 7 different things in this video. I bet I'm going to talk about like 7 different things in this video. Alright, y'all, so I got my eyebrows on. They looking pretty good, at least from here. I don't know how they look on camera. Just take the rest of this little concealer and just put it on my eyelids. I just want to first of all thank everybody for all the support and the kind words on my first 2 videos. Like, I wasn't expecting people to really like rock with me like that because, you know, everybody like you until you do something, you know what I'm saying? And like, folks don't really support. Like, we live in an era of like, everybody want to watch you, but they don't want to like support you, you know what I'm saying? And that's proven just like how now on Instagram, when you post a video, you can see the views versus the likes. That's life. And so I didn't know, you know, with this whole YouTube thing, like if people were gonna really like, you know, support me. Because, you know, motherfuckers can be nice all day on social media, but when I post something that really requires somebody to support me, they could be nowhere to be found. But I'm actually happy that you guys supported me. It's really some people that I wasn't even expecting. And it's like, it's crazy that the people that I expected to like root for me and go hard for me and like repost my shit didn't do it. But like the people who I just, you know, that like we just follow each other are the ones who have actually subscribed to my channel. They're the ones who have commented on my videos. They're the ones who have reposted my stuff. So it's just like crazy how you get way more support from like others. You know, I pay attention to stuff like that. I'm a Virgo. So I peep. I may not speak on everything, but I definitely peep. And, you know, that is something that I peeped. So I'm about to do my eyes using this Too Faced Just Peachy palette that I talked about in my Sephora haul. If you have not seen it, go ahead and check that out. All I did was just set my eyes with the Mercier powder. I'm going to go in with Peach Tart in my crease first. I'm just going to see what happens. I don't really have anything in mind to do. So, actually, I do have something in mind. Never mind. I lied. Definitely have an idea of what I want to do. So I'm just taking Peach Tart in my crease. But yeah, back to what I was saying. The people who I wasn't expecting to really like rock with me and support me was really supportive. Like, I went to work and like my coworkers that I'm cool with, who like I allow to follow me on social media, because you know you can't let everybody that you work with follow you on social media, especially me, because my work presence and my real presence are completely different. So you know, the ones that I fuck with and I allow for them to follow me on social media, like when I came into work, they were all just so supportive. Like, they're like, oh my God, we saw your video, girl. And I'm like, ah. I was like, OMG, y'all. Like, y'all was embarrassing me. But like, they said I did good. Like, they were like, yo, your video was funny. Like, we're so proud of you. And like, I wasn't expecting that, you know? But like, from friends, I was expecting to hear like, I'm proud of you, you know, from some friends. I'm not gonna say all of them, because a lot of y'all did congratulate me, but you know who you are. I'm so shady, y'all. And it ain't even that I'm shady. I think I've just reached a point in my life where I'm just over it. Like, I don't care no more. I don't care to try to validate myself or the things that I do for people. Like, people know when they fucking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, we grown. People know when they fucking up. People know when they're not being a good friend. You ain't got to tell them. They know. Trust me, they know. All right, so I'm taking a smaller brush, and I'm going to go in with Peach Sangria. And I'm going to try to do it. Ooh, that's a lot. These shadows are so pigmented, too. I'm just start packing that on the outside. And then gently, like, blending it into that peach tart. So the thing you always want to remember when you're doing your eyeshadows is you want to place the brush where you want the most product first. So like, of course, I want the most product to be out here because I'm gonna try to do a halo eye. So I will need, you know, the majority of the product to be here. And then whatever is left, I can just, you know, blend it in. That's so pretty, y'all. Ooh, now I'm gonna take it in the inner corner. Got so far, but I think I want to deepen it up just a little bit, so I'm gonna go in with Just Ripe, which is kind of just the cool version of Peach Sangria, because they have similar undertones. This one is just a lot more cool, so I'm gonna take that to add some depth. I'm gonna just put a little bit more of that Peach Sangria in there. Just so we don't lose that beautiful berry. Oh, that is like... So we got our halo. So now I'm gonna come in here. Let me close this up. I'm gonna take my Subculture palette and I'm gonna take this gold shimmery shade right here. It's called Adorn, and I'm gonna take it on this big fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna okay, so this is definitely a shadow that you should use wet. I can tell. I think actually this is the type of shadow that you just get the best application, I feel like, if you use your finger. So I'm gonna just use my finger. Look at that. Bomb. Yes, TT. Yes, TT. These bitches ain't humble enough. Oh, when the morning come, okay? look. Y'all gonna quit sleeping on me, okay? Wake up. If you asleep on TT as an artist, wake the fuck up. Because this situation right here, this right here, my nigga, this right here is bomb. This is definitely the type of shadow that you should use with, though. Definitely. Like, it's pretty by itself. I'm gonna go wet my brush. I'll be back. But, didn't have a chance to. That's it right there. Bingo. Bingo. Oh, we in there. That was it right there. You needed to wet her up and then just place her on in there. Y'all. That brush that I use that gold on, dip it back in that gold. Pop that right on in there. Just like that. Just like that. Alright. So we finished with the eyes. Now let's go ahead and move on to the face, y'all. I don't know, what else could I talk about? I'm not good at this. So happy that I'm able to that I'm finally in a place where I can do it, because I've had my YouTube channel for like 3 years. I'm just putting primer on my face. This is the Benefit Pore-fessional primer. I've had my YouTube channel for like 3 years, and this is something that I wanted to start 3 years ago. But you know, I wasn't in a position that allowed me to do that. You know, I wasn't stable, you know, pretty much. I wasn't stable at all. You know, I was living with someone else. I didn't have my own space. I didn't have nowhere to film. Like, I didn't have a lot of stuff. And I know it's an excuse. It sounds like excuses, you know, but that's just what it was at that time. So I'm just setting the primer I put on my face with powder because it lasts longer. You know what I'm saying? If you can set your foundation, then you can set your primer. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I was saying. No, I remember what I was saying. I wasn't stable. I was not in a stable position. You know, I was living with somebody. I was lost. That's pretty much like the best way that I can describe it. I was lost. And, you know, at that time, pursuing makeup just wasn't right. It wasn't the right time. And it's so crazy. Like, nobody can ever tell me that God is not real. And I'm going to tell you why. When I was in that situation where I was, you know, living with somebody and I wasn't stable and I was just trying to work and just trying to get shit with school together and all that, like, I had always prayed to God, like, whenever I get an apartment, like, I'm gonna do makeup again, because that's really what I love. And it's so crazy because, like, everything just happened. Like, everything just fell into place. It fell into place perfectly, you know? And I prayed to God, like, give me this. I just when I get stable, God, like, when I get stable, I'm gonna be able to, you know, do everything that I said I wanted to do. And to be able to actually finally be in a stable situation, you know? And in a stable situation on my own, not moving back home and living with my family, you know what I'm saying? Not like taking the easy way out, you know what I'm saying? Because this journey that since I've been in Nashville has been crazy. And even though a lot of the times I did run home, this time I just was like, I'm not going home. Like, I'm not, yeah, I'm like, I'm not going home. Like, I'm not about to keep running. Like, we're gonna figure this shit out and we're gonna get it right. You know, that was my mentality like in 2016. Like, we're gonna figure this shit out, we're gonna get it right. And because 2016 was a terrible year for me. I know a lot of people said 2017 was bad, but 2016 for me was like one of the worst years, you know? Like, I was up here, and then like everything just came crashing down. And I just, when that shit happened, the situation that happened, it caused so much turmoil in my life. So it was like nothing else could really prosper, because that situation, that one mistake created so much other shit that I had to deal with, you know? And it just made it very, very hard to recover. And I was depressed, and I was like, I wasn't happy. I was not happy. So I said all to say, basically, you know, just keep going, like, keep going. Because I tried the whole school thing. I've tried working different jobs. I've tried a lot, and nothing ever works. Like, the job that I'm in now, I actually really do love. But that's just because of the environment. And that's just because of the people that I've met since I've been there. Go ahead and put some on my lips, too, because why not? Yeah, but, like, school, I tried to go to college 3 times. 3 separate times I've tried to go to college. That sounds bad. I have tried to go to college 3 times, y'all, and it was like money issues, or it was like housing. Like, they had me in 2016, man, like I said, 2016 was terrible. They had me I was in a dorm with like freshmen. They put me in a dorm with freshmen. They put me in this place called the House of God. They put me, like, I was in like 3 different halls. Like, it was just so bad. Like, it was so bad. And so, to finally be able to, like, be in your own shit, you know what I'm saying? It sounds so cliche, but, like, it's really nothing like it. There is nothing like coming home and taking your clothes off and walking around your house naked. Like, nothing in the world can top that feeling. I mean, I'm sure there's some things, but you know, that's just the best feeling. Like, and as much as I hate paying bills, like, when I pay my bills, I'll just be like, yes. Like, yes. You know? I hate paying my bills, but I like paying my bills at the same time. Because it just reminds me that can't nobody tell me shit. You know? Like, bitch, you pay for this. The fuck? Now, I got a pretty big forehead, so I don't really do a whole lot of forehead highlighting. I'm probably blocking camera. So I'm just put a little bit right there. And a little bit right here. All right, so I like to let my concealer sit. So while that's sitting, I'm gonna go ahead and contour. Contouring today, we're using Bobbi Brown Foundation Stick and Expresso. And if I didn't say it, I'm sorry. This is the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, and my shade is Amande. I don't know if it's Amande or if it's Amande. I've heard it pronounced both ways, so. Oh, FYI, y'all, when you're contouring, you only need to contour till, like, right here. Like, please do not draw a line all the way from here, like, to your fucking mouth, because you look crazy. I just want you to know that. And I mean that with so much love. You look fucking crazy. Okay, so I got an angle flat brush right here. And I'm just blend that. I like to blend my contour up. The cream contour. And then, you know, like on this part, it just makes it like more sharp, in my opinion. But I'm gonna still make sure it's sharp though, because I'm gonna come back through and cut that thing. All right, now I'm gonna take my little beauty blender, or it's not a beauty blender, it's a Real Technique sponge, and blend my concealer. I like to let the concealer sit because it just gives you a little bit more coverage. It gives you a lot more coverage, actually. And it's like you're using, you know, the product to its full potential. Like when you put it on and then you just immediately like blend it in, like you're not really getting no coverage, you know? Plus it looks bomb in pictures too. That is bomb. See that? See that? It's bomb. Now we're gonna go ahead and powder our faces, and we're gonna almost be done, y'all. So for powder, I love the Laura Mercier powder, but it's just a little bit too light for me. So what I do is I'm taking some of it and I'm just dumping it out into the lid. And then I'm gonna take this powder, is the Maybelline Fit Me. This one has a tint to it, but it's not as like silky as the Laura Mercier powder is. So like oftentimes it'll clump and it doesn't come out nice. But I find if I mix them together, that it kind of just creates that perfect powder for me personally. Need a little bit more of that Laura, a little bit more of Mama Laura, and then like whatever I don't use, y'all, I just pour back into the powder with the Laura Mercier. I'm gonna go ahead and tap that on in there, dab off the excess, and I don't bake, I just set, because I already have dry skin. So baking for me like doesn't work. So literally this only sits on my face for as long as it takes me to like put it on both sides. And then I'm gonna use it to carve out my jawline too. Just so that that contour looks a lot more sharp. We in there. All right, next we're gonna set our contour, and I'm using Rich Mahogany to set. This is supposed to be a Chit tab, but it done turned into a tutorial because I really don't know what to talk about. Oh, how about we talk about Tarte? Did y'all hear? I'm pretty sure you've heard. If you haven't heard, you live under a rock. I'm such a bitch. So I keep looking at myself because I'm trying to figure out if I want to do liner or if I want to leave it like this. I'm leaning towards just leaving it like this because I really like it. All right, y'all, my face is looking bomb, bomb, bomb. So my favorite lip combo right now is featuring these two lipsticks that I talked about in my last haul. This is, oh shit. This is CHOCOTEASE. It is a matte retro lip paint, a matte retro lip paint. And the color is CHOCOTEASE. And I just use this just to line my lip. To make a promise that I can't keep. Okay. So I use that and I just line my lip with it. And then kind of blend it. And then I take Cafe Au Chic girl. And I put her right in the center. All right, y'all. So, we're done. This is the final look. Do you like? I really, really like it. Oh, we're not done. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all was finna let me forget the most important part. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me pull that glow kit out. Hold on. Hold on, girl. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Bam! Alright, so I'm going to take tourmaline and I'm going to and then I'm going to take Summer and just dab her on top. Woo! Your girl is painted, okay? Your girl is painted. But all right, y'all, that's it. I hope y'all like this. I know I was really talking about nothing. I was just rambling, but really I just kind of did this so that y'all can see me do my makeup because, of course, a lot of y'all know me for makeup and, you know, had to let y'all know that I actually really can do makeup. Like, I'm really good at it. So, book me, girl. Book me. And if you haven't seen my last 2 videos, then go ahead and go on my channel, watch those, then come back, watch this one, and then subscribe, and then comment, like, share, and all that other shit. So, but yeah, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this this little chit chat. Get ready with me. I know I wasn't really talking about a lot. I'll get more comfortable as time goes on. But yeah, I'll see y'all in my next video.